Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. So, folks, what we're seeing right now, what might be one of the most intriguing moves of the NFL season, is the potential trade involving none other than Patrick Surtain, a cornerback who's been absolutely stellar since entering the league. According to reports from Adam Schefter, the Denver Broncos are contemplating a blockbuster move, trading Surtain, their all-pro cornerback, to the Seattle Seahawks. And why would they do that? Well, it's all about cap space and a bit of a strategic focus shift. The Broncos, currently sitting at a record of 4-3, are looking to free up around $15 million in cap space by shipping Surtain out, which would bring their total available cap to approximately $17 million. That's a significant chunk of change, especially when you consider they're prioritizing their offensive line for the second half of the season, aiming to bolster their protection and make a run in the AFC. But for the Seahawks, this isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about transforming their secondary into a true fortress, especially after some recent injuries and inconsistencies in the defensive backfield. Now, let's talk a little about Surtain himself. This guy is only 25 years old, drafted in the first round back in 2021, and he's already established himself as one of the premier cornerbacks in the league. His stats are eye-catching: 14 interceptions in his young career, 52 pass defenses, and a PFF grade that hovers around 88. Placing him comfortably among the top 3 cornerbacks in the NFL. His ability to cover deep routes is what really makes him stand out. He's got that elite deep coverage, comparable to some of the best in the league like Jalen Ramsey, with a success rate on man coverage around 81%. When you look at his allowed completion percentage, just 49%, it's clear that he's a guy who can shut down top receivers, and his EPA per target of -0.27 shows that he's a real game changer when he's on the field. In 2025, Surtain's numbers are even more impressive. 4 interceptions, 15 pass defenses, over 42 tackles, and he even scored a touchdown. What's remarkable is that he's managed to stay healthy, with 0 injuries this season, something that can't be overstated in today's NFL. His versatility, his ability to play both zone and man coverage effectively, makes him a perfect fit for a team like Seattle, which has been searching for a consistent lockdown corner to complement their young core. After all, the Seahawks have been building a solid defense, but the secondary has shown some vulnerabilities, especially with Witherspoon's knee issue and Pritchett's injury struggles. Adding Surtain would not only fill these gaps but elevate the entire unit, turning Seattle into an even more formidable opponent on defense. And it's worth noting that Surtain's contract situation makes the trade even more appealing. His cap hit for 2026 is around $20 million, but Denver's move to trade him now could be a strategic one to avoid future conflicts with their rebuild plan. The Broncos are in a bit of a dilemma. They're trying to rebuild while managing a cap that's currently stretched, and unloading Surtain could be a way to reset their financial flexibility. But for the Seahawks, this isn't just a salary cap move. It's about acquiring a player who can immediately impact games and change the narrative of their defense. Now, let's look at the impact on Seattle's roster. The Seahawks are currently 5-2, showing great resilience and talent this season, especially on offense. Geno Smith has been solid, and the offense is focused on maintaining that high level of production. But defense wins championships, as they say, and having a lockdown CB like Surtain could be the difference maker in close games, especially against divisional rivals. The secondary has been a strength, but with recent injuries to Witherspoon and Pritchett, the depth has been tested. Adding Surtain would create a dual threat. Him and Witherspoon, if he returns to full health, would form a corner duo that's tough for any quarterback to beat. Imagine this scenario: Surtain lining up on one side, giving the Seahawks a shutdown corner who can neutralize top receivers and force quarterbacks to think twice before throwing. His presence could reduce the opposing team's EPA per pass attempt by around 16%, which is a huge boost for the defense. Plus, his ability to tackle. His tackle success rate around 85% means he's not just about coverage. He's also a reliable run supporter, which is vital against powerful rushing teams. The Seahawks, with a strong pass rush and a secondary led by Seahawks, could become one of the league's most intimidating defenses, especially with their focus on creating turnovers and limiting big plays. And let's not forget the psychological impact. Bringing in a player of Seahawks' caliber sends a message across the league that the Seahawks are serious about contending for a Super Bowl this season. His track record of consistency and elite coverage, combined with his youth and contract situation, makes him a perfect fit for a team aiming to go deep into the playoffs. If he joins, he could also be a key piece in the Seahawks' pursuit of their first Super Bowl title since their dominant run in the 2013 season. His presence could mirror what Richard Sherman once did for the team, becoming a leader and a lockdown corner that offenses fear. Now, thinking about the bigger picture, this move could significantly alter the NFC West landscape. The 49ers, currently leading the division and boasting a formidable defense themselves, might face an even tougher challenge if Seattle manages to shore up their secondary with certainty. Arizona and the Los Angeles Rams are also in the mix, but the Seahawks' potential upgrade at cornerback could make them a more complete and dangerous team, especially in high-stakes playoff games. And it's not just about this season. Certain's impact could extend into the next few years, giving Seattle a defensive pillar that can help them contend for a Super Bowl for seasons to come. Looking at the odds, the Seahawks' championship chances could get a real boost if this trade goes through. Bookmakers are already adjusting their projections. The Super Bowl odds for Seattle might move from plus 3,500 to around plus 1,700, reflecting the added confidence that a lockdown corner like Seahawks brings to the team. His ability to neutralize top receivers, like the best in the league, including opponents, WR1s, makes him a true X-factor and a game changer. Just think about how he could lock down an elite receiver in a playoff game, drastically reducing the opposing quarterback's options and forcing them to make difficult throws under pressure. His presence alone could turn the tide in close contests, giving the Seahawks a significant advantage. And finally, wrapping this all up, this potential trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. It signals that the Seahawks are serious about their Super Bowl ambitions, about building a defense that can compete with the best in the league, and about creating a secondary that can truly be called a fortress. Certain, with his elite skills, youth, and contract situation, fits perfectly into that vision. If they make this move, they're not just upgrading their roster. They're setting a foundation for a team that could challenge for the NFC title and ultimately for Lombardi. It's a bold move, a strategic gamble, but one that could pay off big time. So, Seahawks fans, keep your eyes on this story. The potential addition of Patrick Surtain could be one of the defining moves of this NFL season for Seattle. It's a move that could elevate not just the defense, but the entire team's championship aspirations. And remember, in the NFL, a single player can make all the difference, especially one as talented and proven as Surtain. We'll be watching closely, bringing you all the updates as they unfold, and I can tell you, this is one move that could reshape the future of the Seahawks and maybe even the entire NFC West. Stay tuned, because things are heating up and the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal, and now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Surtain could be the missing piece to finally get over the hump and contend for a Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this on the horizon, the Seahawks are definitely a team to watch. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and see you in the next video.